Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in a description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. It is timeless and it is love based. Let's see what your crush is thinking, their feelings, and their potential next moves. Now, you all really responded well to that blue ocean mermaid themed cupcake video, so let's put a spin on it and make it a cookie crush, right? So I don't know, I don't have anything else to say. That was really it. So for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to choose based on me describing each pile, the time is now. Pile number one is the awkward turquoise colored cookie with the silhouette of a mermaid on it. Pile number two is a cookie that is shaped exactly like the silhouette of a mermaid. She has deeper tones and turquoise or aqua colored hair. Pile number three is the coral reef cookie. It is deep blue with white and aqua colored designs. And then pile number four is also a coral reef, but it is light blue aqua and deeper colored designs. So royal, navy blue, and black colored designs on that one, okay? I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number one. Let's see what your crush is thinking, their feelings, and potential next moves. So for those of you that are new here, I read past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do channel a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. So speaking of channeling, this is my second take because I was like doing the visually impaired section like I do in my intro. So some of you may really like that section, or maybe you just wear glasses, maybe you have trouble seeing, or it could be just that you're not seeing things clearly regarding this person, or they're not seeing things clearly with you. It's all about vision. Whether we talk about like physical sight, physical vision, or your perspective, right? Perception, how you're perceiving things, okay? So those will be key themes here. Now, your cookie, as I stare at it, it feels like the energy of it gives like water bearer. Like it feels very Aquarius like. So you could be Aquarius, this person could be Aquarius, it could be a relevant season. Just something about that energy. It could simply be unique and quirky and innovative energy, could be that, but I'm just now realizing that cookie looks like that. So let me get into your reading. Let's just see my pile number one. What's the crush thinking, feeling, and potential next move? For my pile number one. There we go. Details. I mentioned sight and vision and perspective. This person thinks a lot. They've got a lot of thoughts, a lot of things that they perceive regarding you and or the connection where that's applicable. It landed on top of the tarot, which is where we usually get our details, right? It's where we get the depth of the reading in that deck. So this card landing there, this person's trying to get to the root of something, the depth of something regarding you. Well, we got happiness. Look at you, right? It feels like someone that wants to go deeper with you and being excited about that, feeling like they would be a lot happier if they were able to go deeper with you where they have not or aren't. And where they have, they feel very, very excited about whatever they learn or learning about you in terms of going deeper and becoming more familiar, right? When we talk about getting to know someone really on like, I guess I was going to say a mental level, but maybe even a soul level, if that's this person's way, if this person's nature, right? This happiness. So you make this person feel good. Look at you. Endurance, cactus. Okay, endurance and cactus is very, very loaded. I see why that card landed on the tarot. It feels like someone that's really excited to see all sides of you as a whole multifaceted person, right? Like endurance and cactus talks about what makes us tick, right? What stimulates us, what drives us, what moves us. It talks about what we have endured and the way that our history and our past experiences fuel our current actions, right? So I mentioned perspective and things like that. Like that's where this person's head is, where this isn't a person you know very well, because we are leading with crush. This is what this person's thinking, what they're wondering, what they'd like to do, right? They'd like to get to know you on that deeper level. Like, what have you endured? What are you enduring, right? Like, what makes you tick? Where is your head, right? Just as a person in general, in all of your experiences. Like, this seems like the type of person that just wants to know absolutely everything about you. And the more they know, the happier they are. Okay? All right. What's the crush thinking, feeling, and potential next moves for my pile number one? On a split deck, we did well, the interesting thing is we have the water under the sea kind of theme. We've got the Sun of Cups kind of making an offer here at this pond, river, lake, whatever you want to call it. And then we have the moon, which is the parting of the seas. And, you know, parting of the seas talks about getting to the root of the ocean, right? The depth, like going as deep as you can go. That's kind of where this person's head is with you, what they're wanting, or the excitement of having done that, where it applies. Because the moon naturally rules that. It's the unseen, it's the depth of your core, your emotions, you know, things associated with like nighttime. It's ruled by the sign of Pisces and the 12th house, where we talk about like mental health and dreams and illusions and fantasy. Like, it's a lot of things. It's the parts. This is where we keep the sides of ourselves that we don't show absolutely anybody. This is actually where we store the aspects of ourselves that we actually don't want to face in the best and worst ways, right? Like, we're not very familiar with ourselves here. We hide from ourselves in this energy. So this person seems really deep. I don't know who you're asking about, but this person like wants to get to your, like, I wouldn't be surprised if you were asking about someone in like a that works in a field that's like research, like detective, like psychiatrists, like counselors, you know what I mean? Like people that really like to get to the root of things. That's what it feels like. It feels like the person is analyzing you a little bit, okay? So tell me, what's the crush thinking, feeling, next move? Yeah, look at this. It's all about the mind. So the Seven of Cups talks about options and choices. It does talk about fantasies and illusions. So make sure you're seeing things clearly. Some of you may be asking about someone where it's more of a platonic thing with, okay? Or a professional thing with, right? I get that. I'm not going to lead with it, but that is here, okay? But again, options, choices, dreams, right? Let me see. Tell me more about my pile number one's crush. What are they thinking, feeling, potential, next move? Seven of Cups is really nitpicky. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Talks about being very strong, very independent, possibly enduring, because it's being very capable and seeing success as an individual, right? It's like, I've got it. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. I am fine on my own. Not in a shunning away people way, but in a, I don't really need support, right? That's the thing. Now, obviously, the shadow side of this, we've got the Seven of Cups, which talks about options. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, which talks about being an individual, feels single, okay? So this could very much so be someone that wants to be single, that is dating around single, okay? It feels like exploring your options, all right, as a individual, blah, 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 as an individual single person. So look at this Aquarius energy, right? We talked about it at the beginning. This is the star. So the star is unique circumstances, situations. It talks about shocks. It talks about collective spaces, right? common goals, okay, and having a lot of attention. So that could be you, that could be this person, because it's always a polarity. So some of you, where I mentioned like the shadow of a person kind of wanting to be single and doing their own thing, that could very much be this person's perception of you, right? Where you know that that's not them, okay? Now, the lightest side of this is the person you're asking about is really happy that out of all of their options, you seem to be a person that's very self-assured, self-sufficient, and enduring on your own. Like you seem to be very strong, very powerful, very confident, right? It's not a gender thing. It just feels like a person that wants a partner that's strong in identity, right? It doesn't have to be pentacles. It could simply be emotional stability, mental stability, strong spiritual foundation, right? Any of those things. It just, or just certain in who you are and what you want and where you're going, right? Without them, right? Like, because people forget sometimes the part, like a healthy dynamic and a connection, you have to have a strong sense of self, right? You have to have your own life, your own things outside of this person. And this seems to be someone that's really excited about you being healthy enough on all planes to pursue, especially when compared to all of their options, okay, romantically. So I like it. Strong and confident. Look at you. Happiness is enduring. Happiness is making it work. Okay, so before I get my last card in the bottom, this feels like someone that's really excited to make it work in whatever way they're going to need to, because they're like, okay, Pile 1 has their own stuff. They've got their own life just like me, but I'm going to like persevere. I'm going to power through. I'm really excited about it. It feels like the happiness into endurance feels like seeing it as an exciting challenge versus hardship, right? Like it's an exciting challenge that, you know, to fit my Pile 1 into my schedule, right? Into my routine and the things that I'm doing, right? Because they've got a lot going on. I've got a lot going on. They're not going to take it personally when I'm busy. Like, that's what I've got, okay? And obviously where that's not a thing, we're talking shadow, okay? Because that's the light. Because I have to dig for it, okay? Because it's very, very, yeah, it's like, yeah, we're just alike. We're a perfect match because we got a lot going on as individuals. We're both really busy. We're both very independent. We both got a lot of options, but endurance is we've decided that we're going to do this thing together, or we can, right? Because even crush stage, right? Crush stage is still having to sync up, right? So let me clarify where it's a crush that you've not engaged, right? What's attracting this person to you is the strong sense of self. How strong, how independent, how you've got a lot going on, how you have a lot of options romantically and just in life. Like you got a lot to do. You're always busy, right? You seem to be in harmony within yourself, beyond any other person. That's what it is. Like you seem like a generally happy person, right? Like that's what we've got, okay? Yeah, we've got the Emperor here at the bottom. Look at you. Yeah, this seems like a person that's really attracted to strong, powerful personalities, okay? So whether we're talking about an emperor or an empress, like don't get lost in the gender. This person's feeling like, okay, I want like a healthy match. I want someone that's very strong, very self-sufficient, right? Someone that partners well with me, right? Someone that is at least like me or better. That's where we are. That's where this person's head is. When you talk about like connections, and they think very highly of you. If you know, like I said, if this isn't an energy you're like, oh, I don't align with that at all, either this person sees potential or it's not a thing, okay? Let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 1. What's the crush thinking? Feeling, potential, next move. Let me see. There we go. Bring love into the situation. Hey, listen, I think it's funny. I like when you guys that are new get to see. We do channel energy. I don't just say that for fun. We talked about all of that Aquarius energy that I've associated, like, because there seems to be like bubbles and air on that cookie. So I associated it with like the water bearer, which is the sign of Aquarius. So here we are. Here you go. For those of you that needed that confirmation, when I reference, if you don't have those placements, I don't want you to overreact. Something will happen during Aquarius season, okay? Maybe the new moon was very relevant. Maybe it is. But bring love into the situation is a thing. So we already have a next move. At the bottom, I have full moon in Virgo, which happens during Pisces season. That could be a relevant time. This could be a placement of yours or this person. Any Virgo placements, any Aquarius placements, okay? All right. So bring love into the situation. You're good enough. This is a person that feels very confident in you as a person. Like they think very, very highly. Like they think you do well with other people. They think that like you do well in just community settings, right? Community energy. Virgo is acts of service, like very giving, very loving, very supportive, very collaborative. This is a person that actually, where they don't feel good enough, they're like, oh no, let me get my courage so that I can engage the Pile One, because Pile One is like exactly what I'm looking for. Some of you where this is a person that is very much in that power of themselves. They're like, no, I'm definitely good enough. This is what I want. This is exactly the type of partner I feel will be able to support me and give me the type of love I feel like I deserve. I don't know why this pile is like that, but it's interesting. I don't know that I've gotten this assertive of a read. So whoever you're asking about is a unique read for me, hence all of the Aquarius energy. I like it. Because it is. I'm like, it's very assured, very certain. Very, very clear, right? So like I said, even where the shadow exists, I'm not focusing on it because it's clear, right? So pile number one, what is the crush thinking, feeling, potential, next move? Oh, look at me, I'm throwing it out. Incoming energy. I mentioned when they really get to know you on the deepest level they can, like, right? Like really deep, right? Chiron talks about the wounded healer. So it's someone that connects with other people through trauma, not in an unhealthy way, right? It's like a teacher, like someone that teaches you through their experiences with you. Like they connect because they've either experienced a similar trauma as you, or they experience a trauma that they could see you having to deal with based on limited experiences, if that makes sense. It's not like a trauma bond or like a toxic anything bad. It's just a good example of a wounded healer would possibly be like a therapist or like a doctor. For example, when we have these specialized medical professionals where they've lost a loved one from a certain illness, right? Or they have a loved one that is chronically suffering from a certain type of illness, so they pursue that field. Like that's an example, right? So could be relevant here. But it's a person that connects with people's trauma, right? Or a person's trauma in a way where they bring love into the situation and make other people feel worthy. And this could be a one-on-one dynamic with you and this person that they're thinking about, or just could be your career path, theirs, okay? So yeah, and we've got the North Node, which talks about your mission destined to have, which is what they're feeling on the lightest sense. They're feeling destined to have you, but the North Node talks about pursuit of who you're meant to be and how you're meant to impact the world. I see that in kind of that message I was talking. So this is a person that thinks very highly of you. They have a lot of respect for you. They think you're amazing. Like, I don't know, it feels like a person that thinks very, very highly of you. Like when they're thinking of you in a romantic sense, it's not just, oh, I like this person, they're attractive. This person really likes who you are at your core based on what they have to work with, right? Like what the aspects of you that they've seen or that they're seeing, they deeply admire, okay? So this is great energy. This is good. This is a good foundation, because again, it's not about looks. It's not even about like material stuff, right? Like, oh, you like this, I like this. It's more of a, oh, I like who they are as a human, right? So look at you. Look at you. Yeah, look at that. So main attraction was at the bottom. Someone can't keep their eyes off you. You are the leading star. You are the center of attention. And we do have a divine union here, which says, congratulations. It's time to celebrate. Both you and your partner have healed and learned the important lessons to allow this union to manifest. And we got memories. So I keep getting that. The last reading I did, that you'll see before this one, I kept getting memories. Okay, so that's a thing. That's a thing. Okay. All right, so tell me more about my pile number 1. What's the question? Thinking, feeling, and next move towards my pile number 1. Something about facing the right side. We got to break up. The time apart is on the horizon, maybe short term or long term, but the bottom is going to be this enchanted love. So breakup would be the shadow. Okay. But enchanted love says a sacred bond that is divinely guided and harmonious. Okay, so let's put this down. Like, it's giving me a vibe of being awestruck. Like, this feels like a person that's like in awe of you. Okay, so we got this incoming energy here of making a move. Well, look at you. The next move, making a move. Okay, the time is now. Someone's planning to take action, or it's time for you to make the move. I like it. We don't have to ask. Make the move. Okay, that's what we've got. And we've got self-love. As you love who you are, you become more confident in your relationships and with yourself. What I love about this combination is it talks not only about the next move, but also what is attracting this person. Everything we kept talking about, right? Like your endurance, the way you move, the way you carry yourself, the way that you act, your goals, your dreams, all of your opportunities, your options, right? Everything that you have, like, you go for it, you have self-love, right? You're very confident. Like, all of that is what this person's thinking about. And this is also feeling like a person that's like, okay, if you love yourself, you'll make the move. Where we're talking pure crush, right? And even whatever, where there's development there, right? Where there's attachments, it's saying making the move with self-love, or, you know, prioritizing this connection is an act of self-love, self-care. Okay, so let me get this. We got soulmate and release your ex at the bottom. Okay, I saw let go of control issues in the previous deck, and I see it again here. So that's a thing. That's a thing. Okay, tell me more about my pile number 1. What's the question? Thinking, feeling, next move. Forgiving and learning is a thing, okay? Because it touched my hand. So forgiving and learning is a thing. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So clearing the past. So this person's thinking about their past, releasing it, not letting that bind them and hold them back with that wounded healer. It's someone that this person feels like you're someone that would really understand their past, regardless of what was in it and how they've behaved, or what all they've endured. Like, they feel like that's a thing. When we talk about connection, I referenced making a move, right? We have flirt, okay? Extending your lighthearted energy to others. That also talks about you being very like personable and things like that, okay? Look at you. So let me get my last deck. I'll get you some advice for this person. We've got a white rose at the bottom here. Yes, when I split the deck, okay? If you're asking about a crush that you're not sure if they're single, yes, they are. Yes, they are. Okay. Hence the single energy. It wasn't just the shadow, but those of you that are like attached and asking about attachments, right? I needed to make you aware of the shadow that existed. But if you're just here trying to see if this person is single, yes, they are. They see you as the real deal. Give me my final message. We will close it out with the advice What's the crush thinking, feeling, their next move for my pile number 1, please? Flighty. Flighty talks about action, move, motion. They think you're very active. They feel very active. I have single. Watch it on the shadow, okay? Shadow feels like wanting to be single, needing to be single, prioritizing being single, okay? Now, I do have, these are 2 reds, right? Red wine, as well as, which could be relevant, as well as the feather, right? Could be cardinal energy, because I have red birds on my channel, right? But single and flighty is someone that's just single and living their life, okay? Now, it also talks about someone being independent and having their own stuff going on, not being clingy, right? With let go of control issues. I'm realizing that's why I got that twice, is some of you, they're thinking you need to let go of control. You need to let go of control issues. You need to stop trying to control them, right? Let them live their life, whether they're in a connection with you or not. Like, if they have a lot going on as an individual and you don't, I could see why that would feel like they're not prioritizing you, if that makes sense. But like, because single and flighty feels more busy than like in the streets, depending on who you're asking about. Like, if you're asking about shadow, it is what it is. We're not reading it. But single and flighty feels busy, like having a lot going on, like trying to manage your house, trying to go to work, trying to like handle your business, all of your appointments, prioritizing like your friends because you got other relationship, your family because you've got other connections outside of just your one romantic partner. Like, it feels like a lot. Okay, so let me go ahead and get your advice. I see a union with good luck. So tell me more about my pile number 1. Can you please give me my advice to close this up? I don't mean to rush your pile, but you had a lot to talk about, and it's already a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. So give me my advice for my pile number 1 regarding their crush, please. There we go. Healing energy. Hey, Chiron is wounded healer, forgiving and healing. So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. On the shadow side, there's a lot of healing that needs to happen. Okay, whether in a connection or outside of it. Okay, like moving on and healing after. On the lightest of side, it feels like this person may be wounded, you may be wounded, and there's an opportunity to heal together, right? Or heal even if not actively together, like through union. We have safe travel. So flighty, safe travel. This person's thinking of travel, whether they do so for work, whether they want to travel with you, whether it's a distance thing and they need to travel to you, you need to travel to them. Travel is definitely on the mind. This person's wanting to travel to you. Your advice is to heal, to safely move on the shadow, or to heal and safely travel towards this person where it's not a thing to be worried about on a shadow sense, okay? So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 1. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 2. Let's see what your crush is thinking, their feelings, and potential next moves. So for those of you that are new here, I read past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do channel a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Here, bravery, courage, strength. All 3 tried to jump out numerous times, so those are themes. I kept seeing hidden feelings as well as concealment. So yes, this person is hiding something. That could be a shadow. We will not lead with it for time's sake, but you know, if something is loud and jumps out, we'll mention. Here, courage, bravery, strength. It feels like this person's hiding how they feel as they muster up bravery, courage, strength, right? Like that's the only thing that makes sense when you tie that energy coming together immediately. So we will see. Let me jump in and just start pulling cards, because definitely some hidden feelings, definitely something being concealed here with this person. Okay, So let me see. Tell me my pile number 2. What's the crush thinking, feeling, next move? Okay. Well, hey, all of the words, it's something about like synonyms. Okay, I don't know why, but right, bravery, courage, and strength are technically synonyms, right? And then we have spirituality and faith. So we've got cherry blossom, Chinese peacock. I do have peacock pile, by the way. We've got passion flower and that gold fritillary. I'm assuming that's how you say it. Okay. So that's a thing, these two things. So I'll keep them both because they're very related energies. Spirituality, faith, that could be how you know this person. That could be what's attracting this person. That could be what attracted you to this person. Spirituality as well as faith. I'll be nosy and see what this is, but I don't want to keep it. Memory, listen, they're like, I don't know. Go to that reading. With the memory key. And then I did a first impression video. So that must be like a thing, or maybe it's just time for me to do another one already. Because like the first impression video is called Making Memories Muffin. Okay. And at the last reading I did, these cards kept jumping out of all of the decks, and I'm getting it on camera here that it's doing the same thing. Okay, so something about memories. Okay, we've got peace. So olive, southern, coma. So hey, so we could be talking about some very specific things, right? Because Gulf, southern, that's a region, right? And then when we talk about Chinese peacock, like China is a thing, so any of those could be specific messages for someone somewhere. Okay, so let me keep pulling cards. So spirituality, faith, and peace. That's a great energy. It's a very calm vibe. Okay, very easygoing. Is it still here? Okay, before it hides, we had the high priestess I wanted to show you, which also talks about things being hidden, right? When I mentioned that. Okay, so let me pull more cards. Tell me my pile number 2. What's the crush thinking, feeling, next move towards my pile number 2? Well, what did I say? Courage, strength, bravery, right? You definitely need that when you see this card. This is a card of holding yourself back. It's self-imposed limitations, right? So she's, tied up, blindfolded, but it's not really that tight. It's very loose. If she wanted to, she could literally walk away, right? But she's told herself, she's convinced herself, and she may have some external validation that she can, but she truly can just move on from this situation here. That's the vibe of this person, okay? Or maybe they're seeing that in you, okay? The spirituality, faith, and peace, okay? Let's see. Person thinking, feeling, potential, next moves towards my pile number 2. Now, in a lighter sense, the 8 of Swords could be restraint, okay? Especially when we talk about certain settings and environments, right? 2 of Pentacles is juggling, it's balancing things, right? Can we get one more? Okay, maturing energy of a call. So judgment. We've got judge, spirituality, faith, and a judgment. So let's see the bottom. Hey, look at you. Temperance. Okay. Well, there we go. Talks about a moderating, restraint-based energy. So that's the theme here. That makes sense why we saw hidden feelings, right? We saw hidden feelings, concealment. So this could be someone that's masking their feelings, hiding their intents and motivations, right? When we talk about a shadow that may step in, right? Like someone that gives but holds back where it matters, right? That would be a shadow, right? Giving you hope, feeding your spirit, right? You know, prioritizing peace, right? Like when we talk about avoidance, okay? So those are themes so that those of you that may be on the shadow can take and kind of sit with. Now, the lighter side is someone, I heard the words positioning themselves, right? But I don't know, it feels very modest. And it could be this religious energy here. It could be religious settings, spiritual settings for some of you. But because the sign of Sagittarius actually does rule that. But temperance is alchemy, right? It is, it's where you evolve. It's where you grow. It's where you're enriched spiritually, okay? But all of this feels like an energy of discipline. So that could be you, that could be this person. But the thoughts this person is having seems to be all around discipline, okay? So restraint here, balance here, call here, moderating. It's kind of like ignoring a call, ignoring an action, right? I wouldn't be surprised if this was my pure crush pile because it seems like someone that's holding back from pursuit, from engaging you, okay? And so I guess we're going to have to see where it goes. But all of in all, it feels like there's a call that someone is moderating and it's like, peace, let's stay. And it could truly just be, it could be scandalous in nature because I don't dig enough to see. But where it's not, it's still an energy of restraint and balance. So let me see why. All right, tell me more about, communications key is trying to jump out with New Moon and Gemini. Tell me more about my pile number 2. You may be seeing the repeating numbers. I just saw 818. You may be coming from the dream readings. Tell me, this is definitely someone that's moderating their passion, moderating like their excitement, okay? Peace feels like even kill, right? So tell me my pile number 2's precious feelings. What are they thinking? Their potential next moves. Well, the next move is giving rather than taking. We got a new moon in Virgo, right? So that is the sign that ends summer, right? Could be relevant placements, relevant time periods, but a time to give rather than take. Sorry, I almost knocked over this other stack. And then here we have a new romantic cycle begin. So look at you. Next move is action towards a romantic cycle. This is back-to-back seasons, right? So this could be your placements, this person's placements, but this could be a time of year, right? End of summer, beginning of fall. So a new romantic cycle begins, a time to take, a time to give rather than take. So there you go. Some of you, this person's not necessarily receptive. They're very active in a different way, okay? Some of you, this person's not very receptive to you because they're feeling more like they need to be more action oriented, okay? It's not a gender thing, okay? Like this is a person that feels like they need to be more active towards you, okay? So we'll see. Let me see what's going on here. I say that, but you know it's a polarity. Like it could be, because anytime I talk about that with this person's thinking, so because it's either a person that thinks they need to be more active towards you or you need to be more active towards them. And I don't think I need to specify who, because based on who this is in your dynamic, like if this is a person that you're not very engaged with, then obviously they would feel you need to be more active. If this is a person that you feel you've been very active with or possibly overactive, then they may be realizing that where there is a lighter side, right? Because the shadow is something else, right? Sorry, I've got like some stuff going and it's clearing up. So let me see. Okay, well, this card came out in the first pile. It's hurt and heal. So when we talk about healing, combination of tension and flow, potential and a rewarding situation. Tension and flow feels like, sorry, I'm looking at me. Tension and flow feels like juggling, feels like moderating energy. So that's something about moderating energy, balancing energy, not overreacting, not too high, not too low is a thing that this person's thinking about regarding you. It feels like delicate hands, like, right, like being very delicate and gentle with something or somebody. So I don't know the backstory, but that's a thing. Okay. Something about this person, when we talk about pure crushes, it feels like they're trying to figure out how much energy is the appropriate amount of energy to exert towards you. And I know that sounds chaotic when I say it like that, but temperance being quote unquote moderating energy, I keep repeating that because that's the huge thing, right? Potential and rewarding situation, tension and flow, like giving but not giving too much, taking but not taking too much. Okay. Regardless of your stage of connection, that's the thing this person's thinking about, okay? So let me see. We got ready for love and emotional support. What's the crush thinking, feeling, potential next move towards my child too? You have forgiveness and healing where that's a thing. All right. My pile number 2, what's the crush thinking? Oh, well, hey, I mean, I told you. A new romantic cycle begins. Divine union. I mean, I don't know what is going on. Moderating, balancing, right? I don't know what's going on, but it feels like a new romantic cycle begins. Divine union. That's where this person's head is. Towards union. Divine union. Okay? Yeah, ecstasy. I mean, your partner elevates your mind, body, and soul. The feeling of pleasure is electrifying. I don't know why I'm reading cards for this group. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna like complain. We're gonna just pull cards and keep going. Okay. Romantic feelings and you deserve love. Okay, so finances and career may be a thing because it was here. Virgo is the sign that rules like health and wellness, work, your routine, your day-to-day. Libra is diplomacy, balance, relationships, partnerships, business deals. So all of those could be things, okay? But a new romantic cycle begins. It's a time to give rather than take. Someone somewhere is saying something of that nature. We do have a retreat and a honeymoon, okay? Which feels like a break in the best way. So tell me, what's the crush thinking, feeling, and their next move towards my... What is that? Someone's like really working. But we've got give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Look at you. There we go. And look at you, new love. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So obviously the shadow where you're asking about attachments, we have a new love. We're talking about crush, right? We got a new love. Someone wanting to give a relationship a chance with a new love. Okay. Calling in your soulmate wants to be seen. I mean, those of you are going to be like, oh, this is a really short reading. I mean, there's nothing to say. It's nothing to say. We got kisses and single where you're like questioning if your crush is single. It's nothing to say. It's a pile of, oh, this person's like interested. And it looks like after they finish whatever moderating, strengthening, like tight, you know what I mean? Whatever thing they're doing, they may act or you may feel called to act. It just depends. But it doesn't, like, there's nothing else to read. Like the person's thinking... Like it's just straightforward where this person has thoughts. What did we talk about, y'all? Secrets. So some of it, I mean, some of what this person's thinking is just not our business. Puppy love, book of love. Some of you, this person is just really learning and trying to figure things out. We've got a no. And we've got secrets. Okay. I know that's all ominous and woo-woo, but it is what it is. Let me see. Whatever yes or no question you were asking when I pulled that, then I mean that is your answer. I will say, no and secrets can be any combination of things. Like I'll throw out some that, and you just take what sticks. It's like, no, there aren't secrets could be a thing, even if you feel like there are, right? It could be, no, it's not going to work because there are secrets, right? Okay, it could be any of that. So let me, you know what? The most important thing here is the advice for you, and we'll close it out, okay? What is the advice for my pile number 2 regarding this specific crush? At the bottom, you had success. When I split, I saw grounding. The lion is courage. So some of you, I mean, you're going to have to just see. I have in love. The no could be, no, this person's not going to act. It's going to remain a secret, right? Because of the courage, bravery, and whatnot. Like, if this person's scared, then it's not going, like, they're not going to make any move, right? Like, these are all things they would like to do. These are all things that they're thinking of. But some of you, that this person's going to just keep it a secret if they're scared, okay? So give me my advice for my pile 2. Okay, I'll take all of that. You got union. Your advice is union. It feels destiny. You do have divine union, and a romantic partnership begins. So let me see what else is here. Courage is a thing. Okay, courage is a thing. So you be courageous. Happiness is in reverse. So something about no and not happy. Okay. Okay, before I some of you, someone's not happy. Okay, that was a message. Like, this person's not happy. I don't know what's going on. But that's the secret. Your advice here is to be courageous. Don't be content. Where this person's seeing you as this overly moderating energy, where you're that this temperance, right? God of Swords here. Where you're this temperance energy. This person's, your advice is to not be complacent, right? Not be too moderate in your approach, to be courageous and active towards your destiny. Which, I guess this union could be like, I don't know why it's all ominous and woo-woo, like, oh, your destiny, divine union. But that's what it feels like here. So don't be complacent. Be courageous towards your destiny. That is your advice. So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 3. Let's see what your crush is thinking, their feelings, and their next move. This is an interesting pile. Why? Because it's very stimulated, but not in a antsy energy, but it feels like cooling down, catching your breath, and being ready to go. Like feeling really refreshed, like I'm excited, I'm stimulated, let me move. Okay, I don't know if that's this person, right? Or if this person's thoughts are revolving around you stepping into that energy. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So let me pull these cards. Tell me for my pile number 3. What's the crush thinking, feeling, potential next move? I'm being very careful with the way I pull. So I've got affection and rose and well, look, I don't know. I like being very careful. Like I was feeling very careful just now with the way I wanted to do this. So affection and joy. We've got the rose. We've got the pearl emperor, Ribera daisy, Reverdens blue. I don't know how to pronounce these words. You want to correct me? Go for it. I don't care. But they all like I don't know. I don't normally like linger as much, but I feel called to. So affection and joy. Okay. So this person's really excited about you. I don't know what's going on, but they are or will be really excited about you soon for whatever specific reason. Lots of pride. What's going on? I mean, I don't know what you got going on, but congratulations, whatever it is, because it feels like someone that has a lot of affection, a lot of joy, a lot of pride towards you. So that's got to be for a reason, right? Like that's not something that just happens. And even if it is, maybe this is like pure crush and this person's just that excited to be engaging you, having the opportunity to get to know you. That's great energy. Okay, so let me look at you. Oh, to me, I'm like dropping cards. I think that card really wants to be on the table, so we'll keep it. But that's the sun, the Leo energy, and then I've got justice, right, which is the Libra scales, balancing, manifesting, and all of the things. So a maturing energy of the sun, which is yes, this person's interested. Yes, this person's excited about you, and stuff like that. So let me get my other two, and I'll take the bottom. This is a great pile, by the way. Evolution, ascension, spiritual growth, right? With the Eight of Cups. Let me see what else. I'm going to tie it together. I don't know. I feel really like this is a pile of being stimulated of like go, 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 move. I'm excited. Like look at pile 2, look at pile 3. Some of you are coming from the previous pile. I don't know what this fire that's lit under is, but it is a fire that's lit under. Shadow is no communication, right? So the excited energy could be moving on, okay? Lighter side, incoming energy of communication, the magician, changing of circumstances, evolving, growing. 2 major arcana, right? So I feel really good about this. I feel really good about this because the magician is power. The sun is personality. So it's a lot of things. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, we can see. It's just that the sun is just coming out better now. Look at you, the juggling, the balance, the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. This is a person that's thinking, and I'm not even kidding, they're really excited to show you their personality. They're so excited for you to see them and like for what they're going to say to you, what they're going to do, and engaging with you, and how balanced they are, and how they're growing. Like these are all things they're excited about. Because they're not just thinking, they're just like really excited. Like this is a pile of someone is really excited. So I don't know what's going on with your crush, but they're really excited, okay? So, and I emphasize that because it's a thing, okay? I don't know that I've had a pile this excited. Yeah, because I split and you got to believe in the impossible blue moon. So some type of rare opportunity, they may see you as the rare opportunity, right? Fiery climax approaches, okay? That could be literal, but we will not develop that energy for YouTube. You're very close to achieving your goals. I'm telling you, this person's feeling like you're accomplished or like they're accomplished or both, and it just feels really excited, really celebratory. Okay, so if you're like, I have no idea what's going on with them, nothing at all, this may be incoming energy. Yeah, you're not seeing it clearer because you see how it keeps fogging up. I may adjust the lighting in a second. I may, because we'll see. Okay. Yeah, because we've got bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. There we go. And then we've got confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So this is actually the Leo Aquarius axis. So this is the axis of fun and networking. Like It's outside energy. It's outside with friends for like personal reasons, and it's outside for network connection, partnership reasons. So these may be things, but like this person is like so excited, right? Like they want to like show you off to all their friends. They want to show you off to everyone that they know professionally. Like I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of love, a lot of confidence here, okay? In you, or they're feeling like you have that in them. I don't know what's going on, okay? But it's very loud, okay? This is the joy, pleasure, common goal axis, right? My personality as an individual versus how I'm contributing to the collective, right? And again, my personal friends versus my extended network, okay? Themes. These are themes, relevant themes. Tell me more. You got the 10th house, career, social status, reputation, and that initiating cardinal energy is here. I told you something is getting going with this person. So tell me about pile number 3. What's the crush thinking, feeling, next move? Usually I'm like super excited, and I'm not saying I'm not excited, but I'm a little more grounded with this energy because I cannot let this person take me with them on this ride that is their thoughts and their feelings, because it's a lot. In the best way, like in the best way, in a way that makes me excited for you and this pile, but it'll burn me out before I make it to the last group, okay? So I like it though. I'm so happy for you. Look at you. This person's crazy about you. They're excited. They're so prideful. Whatever you're working on, like they're telling everybody about it. Like you just seem to have it together, and this person's really excited. Or they feel like you feel this way about them, okay? And when I say feel this way about them, I don't mean in a, like they're not excited about you. I mean, like they like how you support them, if that makes sense. I don't want to, but Venus and Sagittarius talks about expanding and like things associated with Venus. So like partnerships, your money, your beauty, the things you value. There we go. Incoming mutable energy. All right, so we've got Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And it says surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. Very adaptive, right? Very smart, right? Very fluid. Adjusting, growing, learning, developing. Those are themes. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. I like that it comes out with the under the sea theme we have. It says dream and transcend. This person thinks you're like a not even a real person. It makes sense. A lot of you where we're talking pure crush, this person may not be seeing you as a real person in the best and worst ways, because it's like you have no flaws. You can do no wrong. You're excellent at everything and you look good while doing it. That's the vibe here, okay? I think it's really cute. We've got very soon. This could be the one. Okay. Tell me about my pile number 3. We got soulmate. What's the crush thinking, feeling, potential next moves? It's to be really loud. We got codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. On a shadow side, that could be like really clingy energy. In the lightest of sense, it's to attach, right? It's to attach and make sure everyone knows you're like, I was going to say you're codependent, like as a joke. That's not funny, but like knows that you're attached with one another, right? Where that's not a thing, or to pursue you in a way where it becomes a thing, right? That's what we've got here. We got a wedding. Well, listen, codependency is attachment. It is attachment. It's typically an unhealthy attachment, but here it's like someone that's like, I am, like, pile 3 is mine and I am theirs, right? Because it doesn't have to be a literal wedding. Some of you it may be. Doesn't even have to be yours. It could be a wedding where all of this is happening, right? Now that I'm realizing, because it is gatherings here. This is the axis of like large gatherings. Okay, so making sure everyone knows you're together at this wedding, at this huge gathering, and things like that. Look at you. Look at you. Life partner, ready for love. This is a really happy pile. I'm really excited about it, and I'm like blazing through it. Memories keeps coming out in every single group. Like, I don't know what's going on. And this is the second like video that I filmed where that's happened. Okay. So annoyance, some of you, this person, okay, well, I'll give you that because your reading is literally only 11 minutes long and we're on the second to last day. Some of you, your person's thinking about your past and how annoying it is, like not like you, but like people from your past, how it upsets them. Okay, that's part of all of this exciting love. They're like, okay, that really upsets me. This person's past, my pal three's past, right? Like that. They're thinking about how your past and how your memories upset them. They're thinking of their annoying memories as well. Okay, getting to know each other is here. Tell me more about my pile number 3. What's your crush thinking? Their feelings, potential, next moves for my pile number 3. There we go. Okay. And it's on confidence is your key to success. So we got the law of attraction here. We attract what we are. Use the law of attraction to manifest your perfect match by being the perfect match to yourself first. Well, look at you. I like it. This person's, it makes sense why they're acting like that. Yeah, like it makes sense. This person's like, yeah, no, that's it. That's it. How 3 is like my perfect match. Like I'm like attracting them to me. Like I'm going to manifest them. This person's hilarious. Okay. And where they're not like actively loud like that, internally they are. Like some of you would be very surprised, but we do have confidence as your key to success with clarity. Okay, so someone finally sees the answer that was always right in front of their eyes. The vision is clear, therefore what is to come shall be clear too. Well, what's next incoming with this person is clarity. Okay, clarity, for better for worse. Okay, so let me pull from this last deck and get your advice. This does not need to be anything else. I keep telling you memories is coming out. So go to the first impression reading where I have making memories muffin. It's the one with muffins. If you're watching this way down the line, don't worry about it, because if you're watching this that far from now, there will likely be a first impression playlist because it's a series now. So you'll find it in that playlist. Okay. If there's not a first impression playlist, it's the muffin. So type in first impressions, okay? It's fine. It's not hard to find, I promise, if you're invested enough to go look for it, okay? And there's also the skeleton key reading where I have the memories key, okay? And yeah, go to the key, okay? All right, tell me more about my pile number 3. What's their crush thinking, their feelings, their next move? All right, well, I think I know what that is. Look at you, secret admirer. I have secret admirer readings. I have tulips. I don't know why I didn't say it. I have roses. The original secret admirer reading was roses, and there are a bunch of them still on the channel, but there are also tulips. It feels like a person that is secretly admiring you, right? Like this person's thinking that they're secretly admiring you. When we talk about crushes, pure crushes, where we're talking about your partner, they may be secretly watching you, but definitely where we talk about crushes, this is someone that is admiring you in secret. So what do we have here? We've got a proposal, right? So wedding, proposal, relevant themes. This is someone that feels like they're gonna go for it, and make sure that you know they're serious about you as they do it. We do have not now on clarity. So any delays, right? You're gonna get clarity on any delays, okay? And when I say this could be a not now real time, and when this person does whatever they do next, they'll be very clear in why, right? There is a delay, but we have a delay and clarity as to why, and we have a very clear proposal wedding energy here, a very clearly attracted energy here. So clarity of not now and secretly admiring someone. So this is someone that where we have a not now, secretly admiring you. Okay, that's what we've got. So let me get your advice on what to do with this crush. I like it. We're only 16 minutes in. Hey, you're that group that sees the repeating numbers. 1616 is here. I have an owl spirit. Learn the truth. Give me my advice for my child number 3. Be confident. Be brave. Okay. My advice for my pile number 3 regarding their crush. All right. Overcome fear in a maturing sense of needing to have done that already. It felt really impatient when it came out. Like not now, and clarity feels like overcoming fear. Like do it already. Like whatever needs to be done. Like so overcome your fear and be successful. Overcome your fear and be successful. Okay, so that is all I have for you today. My pile number 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4. Let's see what your crush is thinking, their feelings, and their potential next moves. So for those of you that are new here, I read past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Okay? I don't know why, but this pile is making me want to say for the first time today, you can have multiple piles. You can be called to multiple piles for multiple people, multiple timelines. Okay? So let me just get into this reading so we can see what's going on with your crush. So with my pile number 4, what's my pile 4's crush thinking, feeling, potential next move? That's a lie. We're not doing it, but I'm nosy. Let's see. Magnificence, peace, joy. Well, they think very, very highly of you, okay? Thoughtfulness is here. Beauty, yeah, they think you look good. Hey, so at the point of you getting this reading, the reading I did right before this one, there is an orchid. That's your pile. Look at you. You have a pile that's not live yet because I have not made that video live. I just filmed it. So this person sees you as very beautiful, very attractive. Yellow tiger could be a thing, right? But that orchid is at the point of this being live. It's the video right before this one, okay? It is a secret admirer reading. So look at you. Some of you, that's your confirmation that your crush you're asking about here is your secret admirer. I love that for you because I know some of you use those readings for that anyway, even though that's not what they're for. I don't get mad at you guys. It's all in fun, right? Let me see. Tell me about my pile number 4. What's the crush thinking, feeling, and potential next moves towards my pile number 4? There's 2. Oh, there's 2. What? Passion and hope. Let's roll with it. It's passion and hope. It's a person that has a lot of passion for you and they're very hopeful about something. It could simply be a connection with you, but there's something they're hopeful for, okay? We've got tranquility. So pink and white is a thing. So you've seen enough of this deck. And if not, you will. If you're new, you'll see the channel and you've seen some of the cards come out. Look at all this pink. Look at all this white. So pink and white is a thing. I don't know why. You let me know. But that's a coloring, okay? Maybe these are past piles you've come from. Maybe you're picking the pink and white flowers. But that's a thing. That's a theme, okay? So tranquility, passion, and hope. Like it. We got the God of Pentacles at the bottom. Someone that's very stable, very mature. Tell me about my pile number 4. What's the crush thinking? What are they feeling? Yeah, I mean, look. incoming energy of victory. Like, this is a crush that's feeling victorious or going to be feeling victorious or anticipating feeling victorious in some way. Okay. It could be as simple as this person feeling like they really won with being with you. It could be a personal milestone with the Nine of Pentacles, like when he talks about like their career and things like that, like their finances. That's a person that feels like they're doing really well on their own. As a result, having more to share. I heard more time to share, more time to give, right? More energy, right? This is the card that represents like charitable donations. It's balancing the scales. It's having and then giving to those that lack, right? So it feels like feeling like being in a very winning spirit, being very passionate and hopeful, right? That either this is an energy that's stepping in for them, you, whatever, okay? So let's see. Some of you, you're asking about a partner that is hoping that once you reach whatever goal thing you're doing, you'll have more time to prioritize them. If they've been taking like a backseat to like your studies, your career, your projects, your community efforts, right? Things you're passionate about, things you're hopeful about. Tranquility is when things die down, settle down, okay? Seven of Wands, especially when we talk about like fighting for attention. If you have someone that feels like they're fighting for your attention, that's kind of a thing they're hoping settles, okay? Like they're hoping they won't have to fight for your attention as much, where we're talking about people that you're engaging, right? When we talk about pure crush, this is someone that feels like, and I don't know how well you know the crush, right? I'll lead with it being them because I'm going to lead with them not knowing you, right? For all of my pure crushes. So you have a read, right? This is a person that feels like when they reach some type of success, when they reach some type of milestone, things will be balanced. They'll have a lot more time for you and they'll be able to actively engage you further. That would be the time to pursue you romantically. It feels like someone that's like, right now, I don't have the time that I would need to fully like authentically like get to know Pile 4, right? Like I want to get to know Pile 4 for real, but I wouldn't be able to because I have so much stuff that I'm dealing with. It doesn't have to be bad. It looks really exciting, like passionate, hopeful. It looks like successes, but it feels like someone that's like, ooh, I don't have time to prioritize that, and it would just be self-sabotage to like try to engage someone I know I don't have time for. That's where we are, okay? I like it. This person's self-aware. Clarity. Look at you. Ace of Swords. Okay. Clarity. Okay. So this person's thinking about how to make that clear to you where it makes sense, right? So like if this is a pure crush, this person's wondering if they like should engage you and then make it clear like, hey, let's go slow because I've got a lot, right? Like I'm not gonna be here, you know what I mean? Or I'm not gonna like be available at all because I've got like 5 hours where I'm doing this, I've got another 5 hours when I'm doing that, and then I have to sleep so that I can get up and do it again, and then I'll go do it somewhere else, and then I have this other thing to work on, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like it feels busy, and this person's wondering if it would make sense to even like pursue, engage, follow through versus just leaving you alone. Right? Like that's what I'm getting. It just depends on who you are and what you've got going on, right? Because I could see both sides. I could see this person like wanting to like get in contact with you or being like, hey, let's get to know each other, and then being like, hey, like I'm a busy bee, I'm interested in getting to know you, but I've got a lot, like is that okay? Where they clearly communicate, or them just being like, why would I waste Pile 4's time by trying to involve them in my hectic schedule? I get that. Hey, tell me about my pile number 4. What's the crush thinking, feeling, potential, next move? Take time to breathe out. Where, I mean, it talks about a break. Got balance, spirituality, and practicality. The full moon and Pisces could be relevant placements or season, right? But it does talk about finding a balance, grounding, right? Where it makes sense. I keep hearing where it makes sense, okay? That happens during Virgo season, which talks about analysis, right? Attention to detail, day-to-day routine, right? And we have taking time to breathe out. So a lot of you, this person's thinking about taking time to breathe out, whether that is a break for them, a break for you, a break that will give them time to kind of engage you where you've been neglected and you're attached, or pursue you where it hasn't made sense to, right? But this feels like timing and scheduling. Like, if this wasn't a crush reading, this would just like this would be a person that's like, man, I sure hope I have time to go do that other thing. Man, I really hope I can make time to do that thing I'm excited about. Like, I want to do that new hobby. I'm really excited about it, but I don't have time right now. I hope I can take it up later. Like, I know with you being a human, that doesn't sound good, but like, if you would put yourself in that perspective, like, as the reader, unbiased reader, I can see like, okay, this makes sense. Like, people have lives, and just because someone piques your interest doesn't mean your life stops, right? So that's kind of where this person's head is. I don't know what they've got going on, or what their schedule looks like, or like what they're planning, you know. And then depending on your age, people start having like kids, and like, even if you don't, you still have like family that you spend time with, you got friends you hang out with, you got your clubs. You know. And then nowadays people have like 2-3 jobs. Some people have a job, a business, and hobbies, you know what I mean? Like, it's, some people have multiple businesses. Like, it's just a variety of things it could be, right? When you live a full life, as you all should, and I encourage you to do. Look at you. All right, tell me more. Look at you. Yeah, see, house 2, physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. Talks about being grounded, right? This is a person that's like prioritizing grounding, right? And they're thinking about what to do once they ground. Like, this feels like you becoming more of a priority as they ground, regardless of your stage of connection. When we talk about balance, spirituality, and practicality, talks about having things you're passionate about, having things you're hopeful about, and then grounding them in 3D, making dreams a reality, accomplishing goals, right? That victorious energy in the 6 of Wands, okay? And then we also have a hopeful, this feels like someone that's praying, right? Like, where they're religious in any way or spiritual, like they're very hopeful, very prayerful, because we have angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So like, this may be someone that's like praying for divine support, angelic support, right? For clarity on what to do, how to do it, for the opportunity, for things to go the way that they want, right? We do have a sensual healing. We do have a breakup here. Yeah, it's a very sensual thing. We got reconciliation and ecstasy. If you're asking about someone with past attachments to, they're like missing you, right? Wanting reconciliation, because I said sensual healing and breakup, and now I have reconciliation leading to ecstasy. So that could be literal ex, or that could truly just be, I could see this being people that were like starting to date, and it's like, oh no, your life, my life is not working, and then giving it another shot. I do see it's a vibe, and soulmate feels like someone you may give it another shot with, where there was a slowdown, or as you're slowing down, or giving it another shot at a slower pace that accommodates like your time better, right? Let me get your cards. Tell me, my pile number 4. What's the crush thinking, feelings, and their potential next move? What does my pile 4 need to know about what the crush is thinking, feeling, and potential next move? All right. Got patience. Why the rush? There's no need to rush divine timing. Enjoy the journey because it is worth the wait. So I did get a vibe of like a slower pace, a healthier pace that makes sense for the life you live, for the life they live. But I do still like there's a patience. They're thinking, hoping you have that patience with them, because something about a final shot, right? So it's like now is the time, the clock is ticking. If you never shoot your shot, then you will always wonder what if. So it's kind of like a do I wait or do I go for it kind of an energy. And also, even when it's a go for it, it's like a I'm gonna go for it, but I hope that like Pile 4 is able to work with me and be patient with me as I go through all of the things that I have going on, right? Or I'm going to have to be more patient with Pile 4 as they work through what all they have going on. That seems to be what's happening, okay? Soulmate is here. Healing family issues is here. Getting to know each other is here, okay? So what's my pile number 4? Crush thinking. What are they feeling and what are their potential next move? I'll take them both. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Feels like someone that is going to make the romantic gesture, okay? That's what it feels like. Let me see. Letting go of control issues and an incoming energy of letting your friends help you, okay? So this is someone that may rely on friends to help support them with that, right? Let me shuffle this as I figure it out. You got family. Yeah, family and friends is a thing, okay? You got twin flames. When I split the deck. Letting go. Some of you, this person has gotten advice from friends. Hey, you know what? You have a cupcake reading. I'm gonna assume, I'm literally gonna assume you're coming from the other one that this looks like, right? Because this is a cookie reading, but there is a cupcake reading that came first, right? It's the blue mermaid theme, okay? The thumbnail that looks like this, that's the crush with the friends. That's your pile. One of those is your pile, because this feels like someone that's thinking about the friends, telling them to let go of controls and to express their love. It feels like something friends and or family may have said. Like family and friends may be like, you're waiting too long, final shot, and they're really thinking about that. And it doesn't have to be pure crush. It could truly be like dragging their feet in a connection, like you're really not prioritizing Pile 4, and them like kind of really thinking about that, like really realizing like, hey, maybe I should slow down and prioritize my connection if I want it to last, because we do have lasting love. But yeah, it just seems to be like a releasing control and kind of taking the friend's advice. And it seems like the friends are saying to express themselves. And like that's what they're thinking about. Okay, so it's different. So let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 4. What's the crush thinking, feeling, potential next moves towards my pile number 4? Hot lover. Well, I mean, they think you look so good. They're thinking about how good you look. They're definitely thinking about sensual relations, whether or not that's a thing. Like if it's too early for that to have been a thing, they definitely like fantasize about it, and that's as far as I'll take it. But where there's history, where there's ties and attachments, they're reflecting on that for sure. And that's where their head is, okay? Commitment. Look at you. Hot lover, commitment. This is the person that really is kind of thinking they really want the commitment with you, okay? All right, well, let me get you your advice and we will close this bad boy out. Energy of mindfulness is here. Lucky in love. Person feels very lucky. We have financial security. That is a theme. We do have the house that rules financial security on the table. So definitely pending financial security, whether we mean financial security in a literal needing to be secure financially sense, or an evolution of finances someone's like worried about. Okay, so those of you, those of you with the shoulder, I mean, it was bad just now. Like it hit me on top, but it went all the way like through my back just now. So look at you. You stop that. But again, those of you that you're like, oh, I won't know unless you say, there you go. All right. Give me my advice for my pile 4. Yeah, some of you were like, hold on, you didn't say it. And that was really what it was. It was your mind like concentrating on it. Like, hold on, she didn't say it. And I don't know. Use your intuition. Let me see. Give me my advice for my final pile regarding their crush, please. And pile number 4. What is their advice regarding their crush? Well, listen. You're worried about me in the shoulder. Look at me. I can be a little bit messy sometimes, y'all. Don't mind me. But you're being told to prioritize the union and to ground your energy. Okay? Prioritize your union. Ground your energy. Ground your energy so that you can prioritize your union. Okay? Because we have little time, I'll elaborate that. Sometimes when we get too wrapped up in spirit or in our mind or in our emotional space, time moves a lot faster. Okay? It moves a lot faster. So that's one key indicator on whether or not you're grounded. Okay? And I know that because I experienced it like real time recently with myself. I was like, oh no, I'm too like in my mind right now. Like, because like I felt like my day was going by a lot faster than it was, and I was like, oh no, we have to ground. So see, I practice what I teach. I don't just tell you guys things, I do it myself, right? So this pile needs the lesson, right? When you ground, time slows down. Literally it does. So when you ground, you start having all kinds of extra time in a day. You become a lot more organized. You're like, you wake up like the other day, I was done with things. Like it used to be like, okay, this is going to be a project that's going to take literally the whole day. I'm going to have to block the whole day for this thing. Well, by like 11:30, I was 80% done with it. And then I had time to do something else. I thought I was going to have to save for another day. And I even had some free time. So you know what I mean? Like when you ground, time slows down. So ground your energy so you can focus on all things, including your union. Okay. So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.